Good afternoon. My name is Jairaj Deria. I am from MBA 1 here at TAPMI Management Institute, and I am representing Alumni Relations Committee today for the first episode of Alumni Talks. And now today we have with us Mr. Rakshit Chaudhary. He's a pass out of the 2010 batch. And now I would like sir to continue and give a small brief introduction about himself. Hello, sir.
Hi. As you said, 2010 batch, and it's great to be back. Honestly, I wasn't expecting how Manipal is, but awesome to be back and just talking a little about myself. Work in Bangalore. We are primarily into manufacturing. We manufacture uh, packaging solutions. We give out packaging solutions. So that's about my work part of it. Yeah.
So what any noticeable changes that you see, like that you are like you really wanted
It's
at your time?
changed a lot. It's changed a lot. The infrastructure has improved so much. There are things that I can't recognize, be it the town or be it the college. Multiple labs, new buildings. It's brilliant. I mean, there are two things. During our time, it was much more peaceful, but from development point of view, I think it's come a long way. It's come really long way since 2010. We are the first batch in this campus, so obviously that improvement is bound to happen. But it's a huge change for us.
So did you see any of your favorite spots when you were coming to the new block?
I did. I happened to pass by. So my favorite spots were usually the eating spots. I was more or a very foodie person. So there were two, three restaurants that are still there, but a couple of my favorite ones are not there anymore. So that was the thing. Hopefully, on my way back, let's see if Endpoint Beach is still open. I'd like to go there. Otherwise, back to Kapu and then back from there. So, but Manipal, yeah, it's changed. I could not recognize it. If someone sent me a photograph of the Tiger Circle or that road that goes there, I would be like, "Boss, this is not Manipal."
So your like, I don't know if there was night canteen at that point, but your favorite food at the campus, like
There was something called a Parvez sandwich.
yes, sir.
Is it still there?
Yes, it's still there.
Yeah. So I think that was started by my it's not my super senior, the batch before that. So it was this guy, his name was Parvez. He taught Gopi Anna how to make that, and that is how that sandwich came in Parvez sandwiches. Because the guy who taught Gopi Anna to make it, his name was Parvez. So that was good. Maggie is everyone's favorite. And one favorite of ours was chai with Parle Ji. That was like a staple for us. So that was the part of it. We didn't have the night canteen facility during our times.
So as you mentioned that you were a foodie at now also. So any spot that are here right now that you want the viewers to know?
PC is one. PC, I mean, anyone who's been associated with Manipal will know about PC. Uh, there was a paratha point which I think is closed down now. So that was one of our go-to places for food, sumptuous food. If you want sumptuous food, that was our go-to place. Apart from that, DT has always been popular. DT is still around.
Yes.
DT is still around. So DT was popular, and yeah, that's about it. I was just talking to someone. Movie Dome closed down. Movie Dome was a place where we used to watch movies,
Oh.
and there was just a 25 seating kind of a thing. We used to go there for watching movies and getting away from the heat because there was air conditioned and cheap tickets. So I think that has closed down now.
Okay, so now coming back to TAPMI and the academic life of
Yeah.
it, sir. What was that one thing that like you dreaded at your time?
There were a few professors that we dreaded, and see, it was tough. It wasn't easy. It was we had projects, deadlines, and you have to finish it by then. So, but yeah, that kind of uh, helps you in future, wherein you do have deadlines which you have to meet. So, in hindsight, it was helpful, but at that point in time, it was we hated it.
So any of the subjects that where you go to, like you didn't have to like be called once also to like come and sit at the class.
Six Sigma.
Six Sigma.
Six Sigma, there was Six Sigma project management, and there were a couple of subjects by Professor Satyajit Majumdar, basically operations guy. These are the subjects that I really liked. There was one financial subject I don't remember. That was by Professor Biswal. That was also like we didn't have the option of missing the class, but these were the classes that we went to without any fuss, and we were there in time. So these are the top of the mind that I can recall.
So, any of the like any guidance to the persons who are willing to go get into operations, since you are yourself an operations major.
Mhm.
So anything that you want coming operations managers or entrepreneurs to get into.
Don't just concentrate on operations, learn how to manage people also. Operations is just not about operations per se. It's a combination of everything. So honestly, the concept of majoring in one subject and minoring in the other is uh, we need to change that. You need to have a very holistic picture, because whether you're an operations major or a finance major is not going to make much of a difference after you've been placed. It's all about in totality being a master of all trades kind of a scenario.
So as you are an entrepreneur, you have done your businesses, one is in packaging and one you in most kind of like agriculture. So what is your take on your journey of like letting go of your job and getting into entrepreneurship?
For me, it was the other way around. I mean, I wanted to stay away from entrepreneurship, look at the corporate world, but then again came back because given there was a family concern, the packaging unit is a family concern. So I wouldn't say it's been easy or it's been difficult. You just at times you just need to pull up your socks and do what needs to be done. You might like it, you might not like it, but if it has to be done, it has to be done. Because that is what, not only in entrepreneurship, but in any field, even in the corporate world, if it has to be done, it has to be done. So that's something that we will have to look at it.
So when we are talking about entrepreneurship, there might be some instances that you learned at TAPMI that helped you at your entrepreneurship life. So can you name some of them?
Uh, from finance point of view, yes, there were quite a few courses that gave us an insight into how we need to manage corporate finances, corporate as in a company finance. So that was one. From operations point of view, there was a lot of emphasis on knowledge, but the practical aspect of it is only when you get into the field you'll be able to apply it. You might not remember what you've done, but it does build an aptitude towards things. You might not use the same concept, but the fact that you start thinking in that direction. So I think that is what the education over here did give me. It gave me a direction in which I need to think and look at things from there.
So any parting thoughts for the conclusion?
Ah, I had a good time here, and I hope to come back again.
So we hope to invite you again and again, sir. Next.
Thank you so much. So it's been a pleasure. It's been a pleasure.
So any one liner that you believe in, believe by like, every day, like you practice it.
Be humble. Be humble. That's one thing that is going to get you places. So if you're humble, half of the battle is won.
Okay, so thank you guys for being with us. We'll see you for the next podcast.